Good afternoon, everyone. It is Haley with Trains and TCG. Today we have a great show for you today. I got a cool package in the mail. I've actually had it for a couple weeks. I was going to do a stream last Sunday, but due to some unfortunate circumstances, I wasn't able to do that because I would have gotten this not the week of Christmas, but the week before. I would have done a video that week, but I was out of town on a trip for work. So it's after Christmas, so we'll talk what's in this mysterious package. We'll talk some trains because I got some new rolling stock when I was on my trip for work. And I got a new train for Christmas. And then we'll work on the mystery module that I've been so secretive about. It's really not a secret, but that's okay. How was everybody's Christmases, holidays? Hopefully everybody got what they wanted. Let me move my water out of the way. Alright, should we see what's in this package? I've been dying to open it, and I've been excited. So everybody knows I'm Trains in TCG, which is trains, model railroading, and the TCG is trading card games, and I do a lot of Magic. Well, in a lot of those videos and the stream I've done, I have wanted to find trains in a trading card game or collectible cards, whatever. And guess what I found? I found exactly what I was looking for from Walthers. It's the Titans of Steel Series 1. They had whole boxes. They had more than one package. I obviously picked up two. I should have gotten more. But either way, I was super excited about it. I found them. I'll probably order more. If I do, I'll make sure to open them for you guys, so you all are excited about them as I am. Sorry, the camera cable has escaped from where I had it earlier. Nope, that's not gonna work. How annoying. That is not any better. Hey Dennis, how's it going? How was your holidays? Yeah, so they're cards to go with, the fact that I am a TCG. It says contains 10 cards, 8 common cards, 1 wild card, and 1 rare card. And the chase is the golden spike, and there's only one that exists. Oh, they have a weird feel. If you know what like normal playing cards feel like, and you know what cardstock feels like, it's like a combination of both. Oh, that's awesome. I need I need to find some DCC stuff because something I'll talk about here in a little bit is DCC with sound, and I want to play with it before the next train show that I have. How fitting. I have the Iowa Traction Railway trolley. Oh, and it has a whole bunch of words and reading and about that. There we go. So it only did freight. It's freight only since 1937. It's 10 miles long, including a available dormant track used for freight car storage. The freight traffic is ethanol, agricultural products, scrap metal, transload facility, and car storage. Yeah, that makes sense for Iowa. Oh, you think it's still in operation? That's awesome. I'll have to do more digging into that. And we have Collis P. Huntington. Let's see what do we know about him? He was a driving force behind the development of America's first transcontinental railroad, completed in 1869 as a founder of the Central Pacific and one of the big four of Western railroading alongside Leland Stafford, Mark Hopkins, and Charles Crocker. Yeah. Ooh, I've read about the Sioux line. There we go. I think I have the model of this actually now that I look at it more and I don't know, read a little bit about it. So that's cool. All right. San Francisco cable cars. That'd be cool to ride on one of those. Their operating lines are 3 feet 6-inch gauge. Cable cars have no motors. They move by gripping a continuous running underground cable. Single-ended cars are turned at the ends of their route. Interesting. California streetcars are double-ended and aren't turned. 23 cable car lines were built by various operations between 1873 and 1890. Interesting. We have an articulated bulk container car. These are, let's see, carries 4 20 feet by 5 feet tall or 2 40-foot containers. Capacity of the cars is about 177 tons and their length is 90 feet. Transport sealed covered intermodal refuse containers, loaded or unloaded using overhead or side loading container cranes. Maybe? It doesn't. Yeah. It says designed for high volume, long distance hauling, they often operate in unit trains serving urban waste transfer stations. So, yes, they would be used in trash. And then we have. These cards are weird to hold too. The Fairmont Speeders. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen one before. The Fairmont Speeders are gasoline powered and built in various sizes to carry one or more riders and to haul unpowered tool trailers. Buster Keaton in one of the latest comedy films, The Railroader, crosses Canada on a speeder. Called by several names: speeder, putt-putt, motor car, track car, gang car, inspection car, etc. How interesting. Oh, I just noticed that there's numbers on the back. Really? That's awesome. I need to hit up more of the railway museums. There's one here in Iowa that I really need to get to. We have the focus, the Gaithersburg B&O Railway Station. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what's all at the one here because it's in Boone, which is like an hour away from me, but I should still go see it and see what all it has. I know they do train rides, from what I'm told. Ooh, here's the Durango and Silverton Railroad. Beautiful engine. It's designated a National Historic Landmark for its cultural significance. Operates on narrow gauge track 3 feet between rails. Steam locomotives converted from coal to oil burners in the 2020s to reduce fire hazard. That makes sense. And operated by the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railway until 1981 when purchased by the current owners. How cool. Oh, we already have a duplicate and I've only opened one pack. It's the Iowa Traction Railway again. Then oh, this one's weird. So it says it's card 3 of 9. And then it has just oh, this as the backside of it. So I wonder if it has like a further fuller full picture and it's just broken over several cards. All right. Ouch. Let's break into the second pack. I definitely am gonna buy more. I can't help it. I get cool facts, cool pictures, and they're trading cards. Like, it just fits. Trains. Alright. We have the Chicago Grand Central Station. Oh, that's cool. You know, I think that makes sense because I think it says Washington on the one I showed earlier. Or at least part of Washington. Oh, that's neat. Alright, what are the cool facts about the Chicago Grand Central Station? At 555 by 156 by 79 feet, its self-supporting glass and steel six-track train shed was among the largest in the world when built. The Baltimore and Ohio was the largest user of the depot. The final SOO Laker passenger train operated in 1965, and the final CGW passenger train ceased operation to Chicago in 1956. Cool. Ooh, a bridge. We have the Bascule Bridge. Oh, I probably just butchered that. Yeah, so I have lots of expensive hobbies. I'm amateur radio, I do TCGs, I do trains now. It all gets kind of expensive. And yay, I got it right. Uh, Many were built across the North America between the 1890s and 1940s. CN built structures shown replaced a former Chicago and Northwestern Fox River Valley Railroad swing bridge. Landmark bascule bridges included CN's former IC St. Charles Airline Bridge, Chicago, and the nearby B&OCT bascule bridge that once served Chicago Grand Central Station. My light is flickering and I'm not sure why. All right, we're going to learn about Edward H. Harriman. Harmon? Harmon. That's probably what it is. I like his hat. He was born February 20th, 1848, died in September 9th, 1909. He developed standard locomotive and rolling stock designs for the railroads under his control, led major infrastructure upgrades including double tracking main lines, improving terminals, and modernizing operations across his railroad network. Cool. He gained control of the Union Pacific in 1898. We have the General Electric U-28B. It was obviously built by General Electric in 1966 and 1967. It did transitional modal that replaced It was the transitional model that replaced the U-25B led to the U-30B. Its wheel arrangement is BB, so 4 axles all powered by a turbocharged FDL-16 engine built to move expedited freight trains. There's only 148 units were built, but technology refinements were incorporated into the successor U-30B. Early U-28Bs used the U-25B frame and body styling. Later units were taller and had a shorter nose. Norfolk and Western received the only high-nose units built. Owned by multiple U.S. railroads including Rock Island, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie, and Milwaukee Road. Cool. This is a cool one. The Milwaukee Road Skytop Observation. That'd be a fun model to have if there's one out there. The signature streamlined observation cars built for Milwaukee Road's high-width passenger trains and the Twin Cities high-width and Olympian high-width streamliners. Styled by Brooks Stevens, a well-known industrial designer who specialized in streamlining, parlor cars were built in the Milwaukee Road's shops in 1948. Sleeper lounges were built by Pullman Standard. Twin City Skytops were lounges and Olympian cars were luxury sleeper lounges. The angled glass panels at the rear end set them apart from typical observation cars. Skytop observations were part of 153 new cars delivered as post-war upgrades to the Hiawath fleet. Interesting. Ooh, we got a gondola. Oh, I don't know if it'll focus this time. Oh, there it goes. The 68-foot Railgun Gondola. Introduced in 2010 and still in service today, it was built by Freightcar America, formerly Johnstown, America, Bethel, Bethlehem steel car. It's a modern replacement for older 50-foot mill gondolas in the TTX lease pool fleet and used to carry all types of finished steel products, scrap, and similar bulk loads. Railgon's fleet includes several different styles of 68-foot gondolas built by several car builders, including the long open-top version. Its weight is 75,200 pounds empty and has a capacity of up to 100 tons. Cool. I think gondolas are cool because then I can put random 3D prints in them. Okay, we have this is cool. Um, a funnel flow tank car. I don't know if I've seen one like this, but maybe I have. Funnel flow tank cars typically range from 16,000 to 34,500 gallons, but smaller and larger cars have been built. Used heavily for corn syrup, liquid sugars, molasses, chemicals, and crude oil. I thought so too. Funnel flow tank cars continued to be manufactured in the 21st century. I don't think I've seen these before. I'm gonna have to go down to the railroad track and see if there's any chilling down there. I'm not sure what all goes through the Marshalltown area. The Denver Union Station. It has handled over 80 daily trains in the 1920s and 1930s, serves Amtrak, Canyon Spirit / Rocky Mountaineer Tour Train, the RTD Light Train, and commuter trains. It's a centerpiece of downtown Denver's revitalization efforts. It looks pretty cool from this picture. I haven't seen it before. I've only been to Colorado once, and I drove through Denver to get to where I was going. And I can't even think of the town that it was. Alright, and then this is a cool looking car. We have the American Car and Foundry Motor Railer. This was built to replace earlier gas-electric rail cars. The ACF Motor Railer was a bold experiment built to bring modern streamlined passenger services to America's forgotten branch lines. Fair enough, Dennis. That works. That's one way to get to know all the different trains. I should probably get train sim now that I will have a better computer to run it. Um, some fun facts about the American Car and Foundry Motor Railer is its streamlined, self-propelled, gasoline-powered rail car was constructed by the American Car and Foundry in 1935. The sleek design gave it a modern appearance, part of the broader movement toward rail innovation during the Great Depression. The lightweight rail car was designed to replace locomotive-hauled passenger trains on rural and less trafficked rail lines. The California Western M300 was originally Seaboard Airline 2026 and still operates in the 21st century on California Western famous skunk train. Its overall length is approximately 75 feet. That is really cool. Alright, I'm hooked. I'm gonna have to buy more. Plus, I didn't get the golden spike. Oh, and we did get another one of the cards. Where did that other one go? There it is. So we have 3 of 9, and we have 1 of 9. I need 2 of 9. But here's what 1 of 9 looks like. So we got the locomotive, and it has part of George. That'll be cool. Okay, that can go over there. Alright, where do I want to start? Trains that I got while I was on a work trip? I guess it's not trains, they're rolling stock. Or train I got for Christmas. We'll do rolling stock first. So I got this. Nice. I think the E-units are cool and they're pretty, but I'm just not really a huge fan. I really like my steamers. But I got some CSX rolling stock. It has to go with my blue CSX locomotive. So that's one of the only reasons I picked it up. Put lids and stuff back on. I am a baker, so I felt that the carnation milk rolling stock was very fitting, and then decided in the store that I'm now going to have to find other bakery related rolling stock to go with it and make a whole bakery train. I also have to change at least one set of couplers. Yeah, only one set. Right? Yeah. Then I got another gondola. This one is a 52-foot gondola. And I actually already have a plan to print the same base that I used for my snowman to go in it. Obviously a little bigger because my other gondola cars are not 52 feet. And then I got these tiny little rubber ducky for Christmas from my sister, and I'm going to glue those on that and then put it on there. I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for for those different types, Dennis. Because we have a really big train show coming to Des Moines in March, where there's a bunch of different vendors, and actually where I picked up the hobby. So I look forward to going there and finding stuff. Right. Oops. And then I got a Canadian National caboose. It caught my eye because it's just completely all orange, and I hadn't seen that before. Because even the trucks are orange. I will say it's very nice. I picked it up secondhand, so it was not super expensive. I plan to run it with, I don't know what engine yet, or locomotive. And I got this beautiful, there we go, locomotive for Christmas. It's DCC and has sound, so I'm excited for that. Where did the lid go to it? I'll find that later. Yes, it is the one I shut off Discord. I told, because I got it for Christmas for my mother-in-law, and I do not know the decoder. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't have any info. Where the? I don't know, and I'm not sure where the paper that talks about the decoder went. That's not good. I'll have to definitely find that now. When I find that information, I'll get it to you. It's probably Digitrax, if I'd have to guess. But I could be surprised. Okay. Now to carefully rotate the camera so you guys can see what I'm working on. Move the ducks out of the way. So I decided, after building the first module, that I really needed to go from just a simple farm to a mountain. Not even just a mountain, a tunnel mountain. I thought that was a great idea at the time. I actually am working on, I'm going to be making this as the corner, and then I have a double that I'm going to add to it so that it's not just the corner, because I won't be able to take the corner to the train shows because we don't use this size corner very often. So then the brilliance of my whole plan was to add the double so then I could take the double and then make them so that they can be displayed together or apart, because I'll use this as my home layout as well. Yeah. I haven't actually gotten to work on this thing in a hot minute. Actually, when I was adjusting it off camera, or before the stream started, I realized that this piece right here is over the boundary line of the module. So we're going to cut that. Out there on that side. There for that side. Yeah, how is your move going? I didn't want that on the floor. what was my thought process? 'Cause I want this part to be able to come off in case of derailments within the tunnel. Where is the other? It's all the scrap. I had another sheet of foam. Where'd it go? That's good to hear. I hate moving. It's one of those things that I have so much crap that I have to deal with to move that it just not worth it anymore. But I would like to move in the near future to someplace closer to my job so I don't have to drive an hour to work. Oh, that'd be good. I kind of missed your stream this week. Not that I hop on every week, but I hop on when I can. Oh, there it is. You gotta spend time with loved ones, so I totally understand the reason for taking that off as well as moving. Did you get uh any rolling stock or locomotives for Christmas, or did you just get the decoder? Or the programmer, not the decoder. Oh, that's cool. When are you supposed to get those parts? Oh, that's cool. Beavers are an interesting creature to choose. You'll have to make sure to send pictures. Did you make sure to ship them to the right place? That's there we go. Oh yeah, I hope you did too. Goodness. How long has your dad been doing model trains? Hey, sometimes it takes a while to figure out what you're gonna do. I have a list of ideas, but I've executed exactly one of those ideas. Hopefully, I'll be able to have more time this winter to get more of those ideas on and put more track on my layout, which again is just the T-track modules. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I appreciated it. It was good talking with you. I'll let you know about that decoder. Have a good one. I need to move this out of the way a little bit more. Because I'm going to run into it. I don't recommend my method for doing a cut corner like this, that's for sure. It's not good. If you want to know how to do this properly, probably go watch one of the people who do a better job than I do. Or maybe don't do a rounded corner. That'd probably help a lot too. Hey, perfect. Alright. I don't know what I thought was going to happen here. But that is not the right angle. Oh, shoot. Heh. Hmm. That works for that, though. It covers that nicely. I... Mm. Hmm. I need to look at my picture, my reference. Hmm. It is definitely a reference. I am trying to model roughly, very, very roughly. It's very inspired by the Hoosac Tunnel. Um, which is an active railroad tunnel in western Massachusetts that passes through the Hoosac Range, which is an extension of the Vermont's Green Mountains. And yes, I am reading this to you off of Wikipedia. Um, At its completion, the tunnel was the world's second longest after the 8.5-mile Mont Cenis tunnel through the French Alps. It was the longest tunnel in the North American until the 1916 completion of the Connaught Tunnel under Rogers Pass in British Columbia. It remains the longest active transportation tunnel east of the Rocky Mountains. Um, Part of the reason I chose it was it is technically a single track tunnel and I am doing double, so again, that is why it's loosely modeled after it. Um, but the main reason I picked it, it was one of the first tunnels in the United States, and it was opened 2 days after my birthday in 1875. But part of the problem is there's not a lot of just pictures of it, so that's also why it's kind of loosely modeled. I actually have 3D printed tunnel portals to go here and on that side, but I have to reprint them because they weren't quite the right size. Nope, that didn't help. that's a fake picture. I need to do some more digging, I think, for pictures and such. It shows, you can Google it and see a lot of pictures of the tunnels, but not necessarily the full shape, which is what I'm going after. Part of the problem with picking this tunnel. Ooh. There's a book called Builders of the Hoosac Tunnel. I might have to buy it. Because that could be... Oh. I will have to see if I can buy those someplace that's not Amazon, but that is not what I need to do right now either. I think that would look alright, and then I'll have a little more play up here. This could still be the top that comes off, but I still need more of a function there to hold this piece up for the time being, and come up with a clever way of taking the top off. What scraps do I have over here? Hold this up for a second. It's kind of roughly got the shape, and I still have a lot more to do besides placing all the foam. Getting ahead of myself. More foam bits that have fallen on the floor. Really, I just need those pieces there and another piece to kind of cover this front entryway, because that covers that area. That won't quite work. Move that over there. Go this way. Kind of helps. Then I have the tunnel portals, which I might have to cut out a little bit more foam to get those to fit once I get those printed later. About this piece actually. Could go like right there. And have the piece like right there. I can have this other piece in here for support. How was that? This was not the right side. Okay. That should work, because I'll hide some of the holes with plaster and rock that I've made. I have to paint those still. But that is several steps ahead of what I am ready to do. Where's this one? It's not really a way where I'm not going to cut towards myself on that one. So go back this way. Yeah. Okay. Should work. Still got to figure out how to remove the top magnets. That might work. Oh no. Oh, cool. I left the glue open again, but it did not dry up. I only need to do on this part. This all to line up very carefully. Make sure no glue falls on my track. Because then that still gives me hand room for grabbing cars and such if they derail. Come here, Carnation. Yeah. Okay, that works. That's convenient. I had that up here. And this will go this way. Cool. How to do that? Oh, I found the lid. Hey, we were both wrong. It is a ESU Loco Sound 5874 58741 decoder. I will have to make sure to let Dennis know. Glad I found it though. No, when I'm done. Let's see. There's another book. That wasn't what I was doing though. Looking at pictures. I think that will work. Oh, I could see if. Wonder if DIY digital happens to have a good way to take tunnel lids off and on. I'm not sure if he would or not, but I'll definitely have to check him out. But I'm gonna say that I can't really do much more until this glue dries. I should have started with that, then did cards and stuff, but I'm still learning. This is still new to me. But for now, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I will talk to you all later. I'll try to keep you updated on the progress of the tunnel. See you next week, guys. Have a good one.